Hi there, just wanted to say really quickly before the episode, I really appreciate all the support. It's been motivating and incredibly helpful. Also, just a reminder to check the video description in each episode to refresh on the rules I set for myself in this world and links for farms and contraptions that I might show in the video. Enjoy! Hello there, welcome back to Voluminum. This is episode 13, and I need obsidian. Mainly for the Guardian farm, but for some future projects I've got in mind. And speaking of the Guardian farm, I'm not going to show any more of it until I'm done with it, because the past few episodes I've kind of been on a kick of it. There's kind of a grind ahead with the decoration and the build-up of the farm and the collection, and it's not that interesting to really watch, in my opinion, or wouldn't be. But it'll be interesting once it's done. But I do have a few other projects that I want to do. Some of them in the nether, some of them here in the end. But before any of the big projects, I want to finish the Guardian farm, and for that I need obsidian. So it all kind of works together because I need obsidian, and I also want to do projects here in the end. And I have a few other projects on the obsidian for later down the road. I've got a little roadmap for myself. I'm keeping that private for now. But to start with, I need to take out all these obsidian pillars. And I don't mean on a date. Now I could mine all these pillars down, and it being obsidian, it's going to take a long time anyway, but I'm pretty sure haste 2 helps a little bit, and in the long run it helps a lot. Especially if I'm doing this much obsidian mining. So I definitely want a beacon grid under here, but I think I only have a few beacons. Oh, I don't even have the Shulker on me. Damn it. But I think I've got 2 or 3 in the Shulker that I keep good things in, like the goodies Shulker. And I need to get a lot more beacons. I actually want to cover the whole island. I don't want to just like set up beacons for this mining. I want to have them like that covers the whole main island at least. It doesn't necessarily matter if I cover that over there. But I do want to cover this main one. So I think starting like have one directly under this portal, and then have them off in the distance over there, in each quadrant. So maybe, I don't know, I might not need that many. But I'll definitely need at least like I'd probably be safe bet and say 9. At least 9 to start with, like 3, 6, 9. That should cover like a big area. Oh no. Oh, whew, thought I froze. And this was a foreign concept to me. This is still something I'm learning that is a thing. This is actually a wither killer. So it helps get a lot of beacons really quickly. Instead of making withers under the bedrock in the end, or some of the bedrock in the nether, there exists a machine like this. And this is one by GPW, one of the latest ones he did. And it kills withers just by suffocation or cramming. And this is just a 2x3 bedrock, so this can be easily found in the nether. I just need to pick a spot basically and break enough bedrock to fit the contraption in there. I think this can fit under. Might have to break a few pieces, not much though. But this would help right now and for the future when I need a lot of beacons, and maybe I even want to decorate with beacons. I just want a couple stacks to scatter around and light up the landscape. So I'm going to try and build this, I think. Okay, so I poked around in a copy of this world and found this 2x3 bedrock formation here. It's not too far from another hub that way. I could have put it closer probably, or found a formation closer, but I don't want something like this to go wrong and it be that close to the hub, so I just came out a couple hundred blocks. It's not far away, so. But the problem we're running into now is breaking the bedrock under the 2x3 formation. Because normally you break bedrock from above, and there's plenty of methods to do it from above, but not that many I can find that you can do it from below. But I think actually using this method by New Cake might be a solution here, if I can get under that. Let's put a trapdoor. Actually, I don't need the trapdoor, do I? No. So basically, well, I need to get closer, don't I? Yeah, but I can't block that off. So I think I can. I need to blow that piece up. So while this is retracting, I place a block here, or a piston here, and it should actually trigger the piston to push up against this bedrock and break that piece. Ideally, that's that's how you do it. But let's see if I can. Not used to doing it this way, so place that. Hopefully, it doesn't kill me. Oh, almost did. Oh, I think I got the bedrock though. Yeah. Woo! So that works. After nearly dying. Yeah, I've just got to do this. Oh, I actually broke the. I think this is 474. Yeah, so this formation here. I think it's yeah, this is right here. I need to keep this. I need to break the bedrock under this. But then other than that, this is the only bedrock I need to save. As far as making the actual machine, I can take any other bedrock I need out and it not be an issue. Okay. After many hours breaking bedrock, we are finally done with this. I think I used 6 stacks of TNT, 6 or 7. So the back end didn't need to go down nearly as far, but you can see there's a good bit there, and the majority was over here, where all the redstone for the wither cage would be. I don't think I explained how this worked when I showed GPW's world download, but it's really cool. So I'll try to explain it quickly and to the best of my knowledge. So this is where you put the soul sand in. This is where you feed that. Over here is where you feed the wither skulls. And so where this obsidian is, this 3x3, there's 2 layers of bedrock underneath. And so basically you spawn the wither in, or you spawn multiple withers in on that fence post. and they can't move, and they just basically suffocate in this bedrock. And you might think like, yeah, you can definitely kill one wither faster if you know, maybe in a bedrock cage somewhere else, just killing it with a sword. But this is made for killing multiple withers at once, and it's much faster than doing just one at a time. So I'll try and explain the redstone a little bit here, but I'm gonna link GPW's video to this contraption in the description, and you can go check that out for like a better explanation. Basically, this is where you fed the dispensed soul sand, and you'll place it on that slab there. And so this redstone over here basically just kicks you some soul sand and feeds this piston here redstone timings to push soul sand. Some of this redstone is for the box unloaders to unload the soul sand into these chests, and then or that's for empty shulkers, and then but the soul sand goes into this dispenser basically. With this over here pushes these observers to tick this piston and push it over here, and so you're placing sand there, and it's pushing it into these sticky pistons all the way over. I'll go on free cam, it's easier to see. Pushes the soul sand all the way here, and then really quickly it'll push it. This will basically retract and be pushed up from these pistons down here, and then up again, and then these pistons push it over as this one's pushing it over to form like the wither formation with the soul sand, and these dispensers just at the right time place it on these three here in order for it to spawn it in. But instead of me blabbering on, let's just give this thing a test run. It'd be much easier to see it in action how it works. Let's take some soul sand and some wither skulls. So this chest is for putting, oh that's full, for putting wither skulls directly, and these chests up here for putting shulker boxes of wither skulls in. And over here is where you put the soul sand. Right in there. I think I actually have more wither skulls right now than soul sand in there. I like to grab one piece of soul sand to have in this spot so I know where it's going to come out in the inventory. And this glass here is pretty important. Basically, when you're using this thing, if you stand in the red glass, there's a chance you'll be hit by an explosion. Not kill you, but it'll do some damage. And this green glass is basically for like the green zone. You're safe here. Okay. Let's give this thing a try. It is alive. We're going to free cam here. I can still play sand. Yeah, there they are. Oh, let's back up a little bit. Or turn the music down. Oh, there we go. I'll just turn the volume off for now. So you can see it in action. The soul sand is being pushed over here, pushed up, and now they're dying. Woo! Oh, this thing is so ridiculous. I did not know this was a thing until very recently. And then I thought, well, I've got to have that. Alright, I think it's a good enough test for now. We'll turn it off. Ow. Ow. Yep, I walked forward too soon. Alright, they're all dead. Didn't run it for too long. But let's check out the haul. Oh boy. That's a stack and a half just about of nether stars. And I ran it for like 4 minutes, if that. Alright, back over in the end. Talked about setting up a beacon grid to mine these obsidian pillars. That is done. I originally set up the beacons at the wrong distance apart though. I went 50 blocks out from this, the center one here, which at first makes sense. You know, obviously, yeah, it's the beacon radius has 50, and then you want to go, so you want to go 50 blocks out and set up another one. Well, no, because the other one also has a 50 block range of effect, so you actually want to go out 100. So yeah, that's where I goofed. But now they're in the proper place. Alright, I'm going to put up a time lapse here, be setting up the beacon grid in the end. And like I said, this is going to be helpful for mining the obsidian pillars. And let me just touch on that really quickly. So at the beginning of the episode, I talked about mining the obsidian pillars down, like all of them all the way down. And that is still the plan. But I realize now how long that will actually take. So we're going to be chipping away at that throughout the next couple episodes probably. Really doubt I'll finish it within this next week or so. So it'll be a few episodes later until I get all those down. But taking one down is tons of obsidian, especially one of the big ones. And I really just need enough obsidian to finish the farm, the Guardian farm. The rest of it's just going to be for excess and to have for future projects. It'll be really nice. Speaking of the Guardian farm, I was really trying to finish it quickly. I realized how many materials I'll actually need for the decoration. Just the decoration. I ended up needing like a metric ton of quartz and glowstone. You'll see why once we go over there and look at it. Luckily, you can trade with villagers to get quartz and glowstone. Despite all the villagers in my trading hall being converted, their prices are dirt cheap, but the amount of emeralds I need racks up pretty quickly. So I've been trading with the farmers. I've been trading all the crops that I've been getting, like the melons and pumpkins and carrots and potatoes for all the emeralds, and then I've been trading the stonemasons and the clerics for my quartz and glowstone. The reason I'm not converting all the quartz that I mined into blocks of quartz is because I want to save those to make observers. But anyways, it led me to thinking more about the emerald supply that I have and how I want to make an emerald farm. But I've really not been a fan of the emerald farms where you AFK really high in the sky and basically the raid farms. I'm not too big on those, so I wanted to set up an actual pillager outpost farm, and I've always wanted to do that. I think the structure is really cool, and I know it's not going to be super fast, but it's something I want to do. So that's going to be something I do to get emeralds, to get quartz and glowstone to finish this Guardian farm. So there's a lot of things that we needed before the Guardian farm to be finished. It's like I said, this is a first big official perimeter in the world, so it's a big undertaking, but it'll definitely be worth it, I think, in the long run, because it'll look really good. It's just taken a lot of time and resources to get everything put together, not to mention the storage that I've got to set up in the Nether as well for it, but it'll be worth it in the end. Alright, I've been flying around looking for a good spot or a good pillager outpost we could use for this farm. And this one looks as good as any. It's pretty flat around here. Just gotta mine some trees over there down. Let's pull up the bounty box. So the bounty box of this thing is actually pretty big. I think it's like 70 by 52 or something like that. Luckily we have the bounty box mod here, so this is very helpful. I'll be able to make the farm a lot easier. It goes down a little bit too. Down to like 54 or something like that. This is what we're going to use for the farm. This pillager outpost here. So as with any perimeter, we got to take down the pillager outpost and mine the area around it to make a good area to make the farm and then make it spawn proof. And I want to start this project out with a bang. I think that's a good start. Alright, well that'll do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.